Hello everybody, welcome back to the BYOAR.com AR-chitect studio. Today we're going to take this A2 system off of this rifle and we're going to put on this free float system. I've asked Taryn to join us. Taryn's never worked on an AR before and I'm having her do this to show you how simple this really is for someone who's never done this before. Taryn shot her husband's Beretta at the range a few times, but she's never done anything with an AR.
That's right.
So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. The first thing we're going to have to do to this is we're going to have to take these clamshell handguards off of here. And we do that with this tool right here. So go ahead and grab that tool.
Okay.
So this piece hooks in the mag well.
Okay. This way?
Yep. And then drop that down. And you're going to, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now holding there.
Hold on, I'm left-handed.
All right. Spin it around.
Okay.
Okay. Now, squeezing here, you're going to pull down on this ring. Make sure this is hooked in.
Okay.
Let go a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now, squeeze and pull down.
Okay.
Okay, and then remove the plastic clamshells one at a time. They'll pull from the bottom. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's that. We can set that tool aside.
Okay.
And we can set those plastic clamshells aside over here because we're not going to use those anymore. Okay, go ahead and grab the orange bench block right there.
Okay.
One side says pins in, the other side said pins out.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to take the pins out.
Okay.
Now you're going to lay the rifle down with the A2 system. See how it kind of meshes right in there? Yep.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the gas tube drift pin.
Okay.
So grab the second drift pin in line. There you go.
Okay.
And your hammer.
And just knock it through?
Just knock it through.
Okay.
Okay. All the way out?
All the way out.
Okay, go ahead and put that pin one back.
Okay.
Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to knock out these two tapered pins that hold this A2 front sight on.
Those will go all the way through?
Those will go all the way through as well. So grab that big punch right there and your hammer again. Now this punch has a little bit of a rounded bottom to it so that it sits on the pins real nice.
Okay.
So you don't slide off and mar up the rest of your... Now they're going to be a little tight.
So I have to hit harder?
You're going to have to hit them hard and maybe a couple of times. Get started?
I think I did get that one started. There we go.
Okay. They're usually in there pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Okay, now we can go ahead and grab the fourth.
This one?
There you go.
Okay.
And we can knock those through the rest of the way.
Okay.
Once
See, I think this one's all the way through, but this one's not.
Now it is.
Now it is. Alright, let me just make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That one's out.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull the gun up out of your way. Pull the block up gently so we don't lose our pins.
Okay.
Okay.
And can we still use these pins?
We can use the tapered pins to set another if we wanted to ever put it back on. This pin is a little damaged now, so I've got a new pin that's going to go in the gas block already sitting there with the gas block, so we'll set all that off to the side.
Okay.
So now we're going to separate the two halves of the gun. So go ahead and stand it up like you did before when you were taking the handguards off.
Okay.
And push this pin.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Push it out. Yep. And now pull it
what do I pull? Oh, pull this out from the other side. Oh, I see.
See how you got a little bit, there you go,
Got it.
pull it. Now do the same thing with this pin right here. And pull it out all the way. Now carefully separate the two halves of the gun. Go ahead and pull it a little bit.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, now we'll set the lower off to the side. All right, now that we've got the two halves of the gun separated, we're going to work strictly with this upper.
Okay.
So go ahead and grab your vise block here, the two clamshell looking things. Open it up and see these little recessed spaces in here? They're for these tangs. Okay, so go ahead and spin this
around.
This way. Spin
This
that
way.
There you go. Close your dust cover. Lock it in place. Now close your clamshell.
Okay.
There you go. Now holding it like a sandwich,
Okay.
you're going to go ahead and put it in the vise.
How far in do I go?
You want to bring the edge even,
Okay.
the two edges even. There you go. Even out a little bit is fine.
Is that okay?
Yep, and then you want to pull the upper out as far as it'll come out. Give yourselves the most amount of room to work.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and lock it in. Push the back down a little bit so we're level.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Good, tight. Okay. Now, we're going to take the muzzle device off. So, on these two wrench flats, use the
This side.
yoke. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and pull that crush washer off.
Okay.
We may be able to use that one. If we can't, I've got another one to replace it.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, now that this gas tube is loose, let's push the gas tube back in out of the way a little bit.
Does it slide in? Oh, okay. Does it go all the way in?
Okay, it's out of our way. Now, you're going to start rotating this back and forth while you're pulling it forward towards me.
Okay.
Okay? And it should slide right off.
Yep. Does it go all the way through?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Set that off to the side. Go ahead and pull this ring off. Pull the gas tube off.
Okay.
Okay, now we've got to get that mill standard barrel nut off of there. So go ahead and grab the armorer's wrench. That's the black with the orange tag on it. Okay, see how these are going to mesh in there? Okay, and you're going to
push it down.
Yep, you're going to want to be up a little bit. Now this is typically going to be a little tight. These are usually on there very good. This weapon hasn't been cycled, so it hasn't been through a heating and cooling cycle. So it should be a little easier. Okay, so get it up on here and there, and then holding it in while you're That's normal.
Okay.
Let's try to get a bite.
Up there?
Yeah.
If I slide it in that way?
Yeah, so if you're pulling it instead of...
It's really in there, Jim.
Let me give it a...
Okay.
Switch places with me. Let's see what we got here. Usually these things are a little snug. Okay. Ready?
Yep. There
it is.
I just need to do more push-ups. All right.
Okay, go ahead and unscrew the barrel nut all the way.
Got it.
Okay, that's off. Now, we're going to install the new barrel nut, the AR-chitect barrel nut. Now that the barrel nut's on, we're going to go ahead and tighten it down. Grab the torque wrench right here. Okay. Put that on the
Right?
come towards you just a little. There you go.
There we go.
And now you're going to go that way. While you're watching these numbers up here, since we don't have timing issues, 40 to 50 foot-pounds of torque is plenty. So you're going to push until you see that needle hit at least 40. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and hang that back up. Put it on there.
Oh, put it on.
Yeah, so it doesn't, as we're moving the table around, it doesn't fall.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Putting the gas tube into the gas block. Okay?
Okay.
So what we're going to do is you see this little hole. Actually, there's two holes here. There's a big hole and a little hole. The little hole interfaces with the little hole in the gas block. The big hole interfaces with that big hole inside the gas block.
Okay.
So you're going to slide that in until you see those two holes line up.
Okay.
And you know that that hole's lined up on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Then we're going to take the pin, and I've already crushed the pin a little bit.
Why do you crush it?
So that it starts in.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And what we'll do, we'll set it up here. Grab the third pin. There you go.
Okay.
And go ahead and tap that.
Will I need a lot of force?
No.
Just gotta line. Is that good, or do I need to go
No,
further?
that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. So sometimes when you take these A2 systems off, the channels that are cut in the bottom of the barrel here will be a little bit rough. These don't feel too bad, but if they're a little rough and your gas block doesn't want to go on, you can hit them with a little sandpaper and your gas block will go right on.
Okay.
Okay, so knowing that now this hole in the top of the barrel has to interface with this hole in the gas block, we want to put that on as straight as we can, guiding the tube into the hole in the upper.
But I want this all the way flush against
Yes.
this, right? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm right near the top of the hole.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and okay.
Okay.
I'm going to straighten it up so it's nice and straight. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to take this little Allen wrench
Mhm.
and we're going to snug them screws up. Go the other way. There you go. I know it's upside down, so you think righty, right? But you
Righty,
got-
lefty, left, or righty, tighty, lefty, loosey.
There you go.
Okay.
Now some barrels will be dimpled, this one isn't.
Okay.
So you got to make sure of alignment. Now when we get that out of there, we'll tighten those up real good.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that now. Let's go ahead and put our crush washer back on.
Goes in this way, right?
Yes, the cup
Okay.
side goes out.
Okay.
And we're going to screw our AR-chitect muzzle brake on.
Okay.
Pretty good, but we're going to have to probably put a new one on because we're just hand tight and we're already pretty level.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and take that back off real quick.
Okay.
And we won't get enough crush out of it to go one complete revolution.
Got it.
Go ahead ahead and take that crush washer off, put this new one on.
What's the difference between the two?
Just one's new and one's already been crushed.
Okay. Now screw this back up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Once they've already been crushed, they're pretty much done.
Come on. What am I doing different? There we go.
Okay, grab the 3/4 inch wrench.
Where do I grab it?
Right here.
Okay.
And then just nice and slow, don't go real fast. Bring it around. Yeah, we're not going to get enough crush out. Go ahead and take that one off. And
Take that one off.
yeah. It's the problem sometimes with a timed. Don't know that that one's going to be any different. Got a little bit better.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is,
Do I want to turn this so it's
Yes.
like that?
no, we want to turn it so these holes are straight up. So we're going to have to come
Oh.
around about 3/4 of a turn. So you might have to give a little, back it up.
Oh.
Now try to tighten it again. See if we can get enough. Let me see if we can get a little more oomph on it. I don't know that we're going to get it to come around another half a turn, but we'll try. So if you have to do that, what you want to do is tighten and loosen to let the crush washer crush.
Okay.
And we're just about there. And there we go. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's move all this stuff out of the way. Now we're ready to put the handguard on.
Okay.
So go ahead and grab the handguard. Gently slide it over the whole barrel. Into the barrel nut.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure we're aligned. Okay. Now we're going to grab this Allen wrench.
This one?
Oh, you know what?
Yep.
What we forgot to do, let's go ahead and take that back off. Let's tighten the gas block screws real tight.
The gas block screws
Yes.
down here.
Mm-hmm. Put a good tighten on those. Not typically in, if once you do this, you'd want to put Loctite on them.
That one's definitely in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Now
All right.
put the handguard back on. There we go.
Okay.
Now grab your bigger Allen wrench. Oh, there,
Oh,
there you
that
go,
one.
that one. Yeah. And these two screws right here,
Tighten them up.
you're going to tighten those up. Once they hit where they're making contact, you're going to go about 1/4 of a turn past contact. So snug them both down till you get contact.
Okay. And then 1/4 of a turn.
Mm-hmm. So flip the Allen wrench around now and give them both 1/4 of a turn. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Let's pull it out of the vise. clamshells off to the side.
Okay.
Okay, spin it around
Okay.
and lay it flat on its Picatinny.
Okay.
Okay. Grab a charging handle.
Is this the charging handle?
This.
Okay.
Okay. See this little notch
Mhm.
right there? That accepts those. So you're going to slide that in and drop it into those notches. Nope.
I missed it.
Yep. Nope. Up top. And then see how it dropped in there?
Yep.
Okay, so stop right there.
Oh.
About right there.
Okay.
Now you're going to grab the bolt carrier group,
Okay.
turn it upside down.
Like this.
This fits in this channel. The gas key fits in the channel. Slide it in.
That goes in.
Yep, go ahead. Slam it in.
Okay.
Now, we're going to put the two halves of the gun back together, so go ahead and grab that. Grab your lower. And just like you took it apart, you're going to put this tab in up here. Down, there you go. Push that pin in.
Okay.
And push that pin in. Now you might have to squeeze the two pieces together a little bit. There you go. Okay. Now, go ahead and spin the gun back towards me.
Okay.
Put it up here on the block. And the last thing we're going to do is change out that ugly mil-spec buttstock.
Okay.
Change this out. You go ahead and you pull this down all the way and slide it back.
Okay.
Okay. Now on this one, what you're going to do is, this has a locking tab on it, so you're going to squeeze this until the locking tab comes off, and see how the little alignment, see how it lines up in there?
Mhm.
Okay, so now you're going to squeeze that as hard as you can.
Squeeze this as hard as I can,
Mhm.
and then slide that
And
in.
slide that on. Okay,
Okay.
back up a little bit,
Okay.
let go of the handle, and it'll snap in place. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the locking tab,
Okay.
slide it back on until it stops. Now slowly squeeze this while pushing on that until, there you go.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. Go ahead and pick it up. And
That was easy.
there you have it. You free floated an A2 system. Took about 15 or 20 minutes for someone who's never done it before. Really simple, really easy to do. So you can get these parts, some of the parts, you can get the handguard, the gas block, and the muzzle brake off of our website. We're going to have the tools up on the website real soon so that we can have a whole kit, so you can buy the whole kit, everything you need to do this for under $200. Thanks, Taryn, and remember, you don't have to be an expert to build your own AR.